Hey folks, welcome back to the Space Haven Rule Difficulty tutorial. Let's get started. Let's see, where did we last leave off here? So we just traveled interstellar, I believe. Yeah, we just came into a new sector. So we got lots to explore here. We want to make sure we gather enough resources. We're low on Hyperium. We're kind of low, very low on Hyperium, kind of low on energy, and we're okay on water because we have a lot of ice. We don't have a lot of other raw materials, so we're going to want to look for these two and whatever raw materials we can find. In terms of research, we've got the item fabricator coming up in our queue next, which is going to enable us to explore harder derelicts, although based on the lessons we learned from the last playthrough, we want to be careful and not overdo it. This guy has a concussion, so he's going to be assigned some sleep. And we're going to give... Actually, we've got a couple guys here who have... These, we also need to start getting our grow beds online because we're getting some like vitamin deficiency anemia and all kinds of things like that. So for that, we're going to need infra blocks, which also means we want to salvage some derelict ships. Before we start, we could start producing infra blocks from the scrap that we have here, but before we do that, we really need to get some more energy, I think. We can partly run the ship on solar power, but not entirely at this point. So we might look for opportunities to build more solar power. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep Meki sleeping for another 8 hours. Let's have the rest of the crew prepare for jump here. So we have insufficient resources available. We need one more energy rod in order to be able to get to the next sector, so we have to keep that in mind. I think pretty soon, though, we're going to be upgrading our generator, so it won't be such a huge concern. We'll see about that. Oh. Okay, let's see. So we have an outpost here. We don't have a lot to trade to the outpost, so I kind of want to come back to there later. I think what we're going to do for now is we're going to go around the sector, what is that, counterclockwise, and head down to these two nodes here. Fortunately, it seems like we're in a friendly sector here. We don't see a lot of enemies. There is a cultist ship here. Let's try to get the military alliance to hang out with us. No, they don't want to. Okay. I think we should be in good enough shape to check out this derelict if there's not too many aliens. Let's see about it. We're also going to want to buy some blue crystals, if we can, from the Merchant Federation, MFS the Freezer. So we have two plastics. Normally I would sell these for trade goods, but I want to try to hold on to them this time because we have the item fabricator potentially coming online soon, and I'd really like to be able to make weapons. So if we can afford to, I'd like to avoid selling these. We'll see about that. I'm gonna queue at least one transaction with these guys so they stick around in the sector for a while so we have options. I think we can afford to sell them an electronics component. So that's gonna be our first queued trade with them. Not feeling too good about the state of our crew here overall. Let's try to get some food in these guys at least. One of my guys, Meki, is not eating. Okay, there we go. I didn't mean for the shuttle to leave. Already there it is. Trying to highlight the shuttle underneath the ship. Maybe we can get it when it comes up. There we go. Okay, so we're preparing our away team to go explore the derelict before we do that trade transaction. Let's see what we got over here. Hopefully the situation's not going to be too tricky. Let's check our crew's armaments. I think we still have only... Yeah, we still have only the 2 pistols. So we got to be real careful, especially at this latent stage of the game. I need these guys to move over here. There we go. Okay, and then the bait team is going to start opening doors over here while the other team is fighting these guys, because those guys are not going anywhere. I'm gonna open that. We're going to open this. Okay, let's see if I can arrange these guys anyway to make them more efficient. Yeah, we want to get them closer. We get another crew member, an option to get a new crew member anyway. Okay, so these guys have cleared out this section, which means we can move a guy down there and start shooting directly down the hallway. There we go. This is where I want him to be. Okay, and let's move Gulliver over here as well. This guy's making me nervous. I know he's right around this corner. Maybe we did kill him. I thought there was a guy. Come on. Hit him. Nice. No, quickly. Yeah, damn it. Son of a gun. Too clever for us. Alright. Oh, if I known that there was a hole there, I would have gone through that hole. Well. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and open that. I'm not gonna release our new crew member yet, I think. Solar flare, I don't like it. We also have micrometeoroids. We gotta get back to the ship. Too much stuff going on in this sector. And I haven't seen any evidence so far of a nest on board. Hey Elliot, how's it going? So if we're lucky, we should be okay leaving the derelict and coming back. Okay, we're gonna keep the shuttle docked as long as we're dealing with the meteoroids. Start working on fixing stuff that's broken. I could have everybody get in their spacesuits. I think I want to try to squeeze a little bit of extra rest time out, though, if we can. We'll see. Meki needs a medical bed, yeah. Okay, Meki, you're gonna go sleep. Okay, we actually finished the meteorite shower. If we could survive the solar flare, then we'll be in really good shape. Let's see if we can run entirely on solar power and just let the batteries drain a little bit. Seems like the ship is running completely on solar. It's not enough to drain the battery, unfortunately. One thing we could do to help us out, though, is install a door in this section here. Just to reduce the area of fire spread. Let's see if we can get that done before the solar flare hits. So these three. I'm gonna have you guys work for a little while, because I want to get this done. Okay. Perfect. One thing we have to be careful of is there's no airlocks in the forward section of the ship, so we're gonna have to run through like a smoky area. Oh, we're having some life support issues because all the vents are closed. We can open everything now because we don't have the meteoroid shower going on anymore. I'm debating whether we should go over the derelict. I think it's better if we wait. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so everybody up and working. Let's get everybody to their spacesuits. In fact, I'm going to force them to go here and pick up spacesuits immediately. Or maybe we have... Yeah, spacesuits are the way to go. You know, we already have some crew injuries and stuff like that. We can't afford to have any more of that. We need to pick up oxygen. Apparently there's no oxygen there. That's okay. Okay, this wasn't too bad. Solar flare's over now, so we can actually turn the power back on. This node is getting fried, but there's nothing we can do about that right this second. I'm gonna control the fire one area at a time. Okay, there's the fire in the forward section of the ship. Let's go contain the fire in the aft section. Let's think about what vents we want to open here. I want to open this vent so that the heat can start venting into adjoining areas, and I want to open this vent so that gas scrubbers can be accessed. And I think we're ready. Okay, we got our generator back online. That's good. So soon we should see power starting to spread back through the ship, hopefully. I think we actually exhausted all the oxygen in the room here, which is good. So that means that we don't have any more fire to fight. We just have to fix this. Okay, we're gonna undraft everybody. Somebody's fixing that node, which is what we want to see. Open our vents. We're sort of going to be in the holding pattern for a little bit, waiting for power to come back. We do have some key power nodes and things that we have to repair. We can turn off the spacesuit directive, though, before we forget to do that, which I always do. I want to open these side chambers here to help dissipate the heat, because there's nothing in there that's like smoke sensitive, really. It's unfortunate that the Merchant Federation ship has left this sector. Okay, I think the smoke is gone enough that we can open up all of our vents now. We're still having power issues, which is a bit concerning. Is there a node that's broken in the network somewhere? I feel like we should have had power back by now. Let's link this up. I think that'll help. Okay, yeah, so we have this broken node was blocking everything. So that's a weakness in our power grid. We're gonna have to try to fix that later, as soon as we have the resources. Okay. So we got all that done. I think our crew needs a little bit of rest after that ordeal, and a little bit more food. Neki still has a concussion, but it is getting better slowly. Most of these are vitamin deficiencies, which sleeping isn't going to help with. Most of these debuffs. Okay, we do see their health coming back up, though. Let's get them something to eat. Okay, and now we can head back over to the derelict, which hopefully is not crawling with aliens by now. We'll see. If it's too bad, we're just gonna leave. But I hope we didn't weather both of those space disasters for nothing. Okay, Gulliver, we need you to stay in line with the door here. There we go. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, we did get... shit. Okay, we're gonna grab this new crew member and we're gonna retreat, because they do have more guys on board. What I actually want to do is... we're gonna see if we can fight them. We have an extra guy here. Vaughn, what's your skills like? You have a -5 surrender, which isn't great. You have a weapons 3, which is okay. I think this ship is going to be crawling with aliens, and it's not going to be worth it. But, I mean... gotta be willing to take some calculated risks in order to get by in brutal difficulty. I think we're only seeing, as long as we're only seeing one of these guys, we have our whole crew here, we could probably take them out. Stella, no, don't die. Oh, shit. Crap. Please. I overestimated the combat skills of my crew here. Well, we got 4 crew members again. Damn it. How do I get my gun back? Do I have to clear the rest of the ship for that? Let's see. Oh no, actually the 2 guys that have guns both survived. So, Scotty and Vaughn. Now this is the sunk cost fallacy where I have to decide, okay, is it still worth it for me to try to explore this? And as long as we don't see any other threats, it's still worth it. As soon as we see another big bad alien, not one of these guys, but one of the big ones, then we should bail. Oh, that's super unfortunate. Sorry, Stella. Happened so suddenly. Mostly because I was on 2x fast forward, I guess. But I thought my guys could handle it, and they could not. The two pistols were just not enough. Okay, let's go back to 1x here. So I want to do some finagling to get this guy to come to me. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, no. Hold on, no. Going the wrong way. Okay. Oh, we need to get some oxygen here. Let's make sure that our two shooters also are able to get oxygen. There we go. Okay, and I'll move them back up to here. That should let me set them to go in the other formation. There we go. Okay, so far we still haven't seen a nest or any eggs or any more of the big guys. So that leads me to believe that the rest of the ship should be relatively easy to clear. But I have been wrong before. Shit. Go on, run! Oh my god, okay. Thankfully, the guy who was least injured was the one that took the blows, which is kind of the way I intended it. Okay. Aim better. There we go. Okay, let's clear the whole ship before we worry about getting these goodies, like that data pad. So we're pretty close already. I hope Vaughn has the skills to replace whatever it was that Stella did for us. Okay, so Vaughn's going to be undrafted. These guys are going to be undrafted. The shuttle's going to be undrafted. And let's see what skills we have available to us now. We have a mining 3 still. We lost our construction person. That's we actually have a backup construction person. Scotty is also good at construction. So if we were going to lose one crew member, that's probably not the worst person for us to lose. Vaughn is good at botany. Let's see what his quirks are. Fast learner, doesn't matter. He's basically mediocre. He's good at botany and weapons, but he's not very brave, so he's not an especially good fighter. Yeah, so he's an adequate replacement, but we're kind of suffer a little bit from the... Actually, we have the same person doing both construction and industry now, which is kind of unfortunate. So let's... I think maintenance and medical are top priority, because we need to be able to we need to quickly fix stuff that's broken, and we need to be able to heal injured crew members once we get the capability to do that. Industry is next, followed by construction. Okay, Scotty's gonna go get that. And let's see what else we got. That was a data log. Not worth it, for sure. We did get an energy rod, which is nice. A unit of plastic, 3 soft blocks, energy block, and 2 food. And we don't expect to see much in the way of solar disasters for a while, because we've already gotten through 2 of them in this sector. I'm a bit concerned about our... Oh, shoot. Scotty almost died because the shuttle was out of oxygen. I'm sorry, Scotty. Oh, God. Crap. Not off to a good start here today. Scotty goes go rest. Meki is no longer concussed, right? Meki is still concussed. We're gonna have Meki rest also. So the remaining two guys are gonna... I mean, they're already resting anyway because it's the nighttime. We actually need infra scrap. And... Okay, that's a military line ship. That's okay. That's actually really good for us because we can buy some blue crystals from them using the credits that we have now. So it'll probably afford us enough time to salvage the rest of the stuff on this ship. But let's still prioritize the energy scrap. Meki's concussion is almost healed, and Scotty is back up to half health, which is okay-ish, I guess, considering his state of nutrient deficiency. So once we get like a couple more blue crystals, we'll be able to... I mean, it's unconditional. I'm going to sell them a unit of plastic because I really need this energy. Well, can we hang on to the unit of plastic? Let's see. No, we want to sell that. Or we could sell a soft block. Let's sell a soft block and sell 2 soft blocks because we're bringing on soft scrap. Try to hang on to this unit of plastic, and we'll get the 2 blue crystals. And that should be good. We also have the option to buy tech blocks from them, but we have 6 already. As soon as Meki's concussion is healed, we're going to return him to active duty. And we should start working on infra blocks. We have a production threshold of 1 infra block, so if we start... I think this was going to be our grow bed area here, and I was running into some issues with the arrangement of doors and power nodes and things. Let's see about this. I'm going to try to plunk down one of these guys in here. And then what I'd ideally like to do is be able to put a wall here. The problem is we have this door. I think we can afford to get rid of this door and just move that over here and just wall this off. That'll enable us to have an enclosed grow bed area. Yeah, let's check the power coverage here. Good power coverage for 2/3 of the room, which is kind of enough. We want to put some hull windows so that our grow beds will be okay, even if we lose power for a little while. And I have it line up nicely with the actual grow bed. We might get rid of this and expand the hull later. We'll see. Let's check the temperature in this room. This is 24 degrees, which is a little bit too hot. So as soon as we actually get the infra blocks down to build this, then our next thing there is going to be a life support for the heat. What it's a thermal regulator is the word I'm looking for. I can't believe I almost lost a second crew member just because I wasn't paying attention. Fortunately, he made it back okay, and they figured it out. Okay, and Meki is healed from his concussion, which is good news. I think we may want to actually recycle some... Oh, actually, we have enough scrap to get another blue crystal. So let's do that as soon as we can. And that'll also, I think, produce 1 or 2 infra blocks. Looks like 2 infra blocks. And we're still working on salvaging scrap here. We could start picking up some hull scrap as well. Once we get this grow bed online, it's going to be a big boon for us, at least until we run out of fertilizer. So we're going to be able to temporarily deal with all the nutrient deficiencies on our crew. We might just do like 1 batch of fruits and vegetables just to deal with the nutrient deficiencies and then save the fertilizer and hold off on growing the next batch. We can kind of alternate between the regular food and the algae to keep the crew fed and nourished a little bit, just to keep them going. until we're able to get a chemical refinery online. Okay, so we're still doing energy scrap. Let's see if we have time to do this other stuff as well. I was gonna say I maybe should have expedited transfer, but we also need to get this done and that done, so it's fine. Okay, and then so we're gonna plant vegetables. And I think I actually want to grow some extra vegetables here, because vegetables are the easiest to grow, and it'll help us start to get a little bit of a surplus. We could even just leave, let's actually just leave one of the beds empty. So we're just going to grow 4 crops right now to conserve fertilizer. So you can see we've already loaded it, all of it, into the grow bed here, or it's slated to be loaded in anyway. Here we go. So we're only going to be able to grow 2 or 3 crops before we run out of resources. Still taking on energy scrap, and we got a bunch of other salvage to do. We can also think about producing some hull blocks from scrap, and I think it's worth it for us to do that. And we should be soon producing another infra block once we get like one more infra scrap. Maybe let's try to expedite this tomorrow and just get all the scrapping done. I think we're done with... actually, we still have 2 energy to do. Let's make sure the industry... Who's industry? Scotty is going to stay on board here. Why did we say Meki was not allowed? Is it just because he's injured or something? Oh, because he was doing research. Research is not as important anymore as it was, so we're going to have Meki replace Scotty on the salvage team. So we're going to have our industry running and also our salvage. Okay, we have 3 people working, 2 on board and 1 on the... Oh, there's another thing here that I didn't pick up. Pardon me a moment. Just a data log. Okay, we got the item fabricator research done. Sweet. Let's see what's next in our queue here. So the X1 power generator is our next research target, and then followed by the energy refinery. I think that's pretty good. The only other thing we could think about doing, maybe, since we're running on solar power, is the chemical refinery. Let's see what it would take to get the chemical refinery. Let's see. Industry. Chemical refinery has no prerequisites, and it does require 2 experiments with raw chemicals, though, and we still don't have a lab bench, I don't think. No, we don't, so we can't actually go directly for the chemical refinery yet. We would have to bump up the research workbench in our queue as well. I think it makes more sense to get the X1 first. I think the crew's gonna be so happy once they have some like plants that they can eat. Some potatoes, you know, Mark Watney style. So interesting fact about derelicts, if I never mentioned it before, you can't remove everything from a derelict. It's not possible to get rid of like every single floor tile and wall tile. The best you can do is remove all the scrap, which means that the salvage here in the salvage table goes down to none in all columns here for the probability. We have a cultist ship coming in. We're going to let everybody sleep. We have a little bit of time for that. And then when we get to about the 3-hour mark, then I think we're going to get ready for takeoff. Okay, yeah, everybody's perfect timing. Everybody's having breakfast now. Okay, let's get the hyperdrive warmed up. And here we go. Okay, so here came the cultists. We have the option now to pick up some more ice, which we don't necessarily need so much. We're still starving for blue crystals, despite our solar array. Here's a green crystal, which we also really need. We're going to get the green crystal here, because this is the mining-only sector. We're going to do the mining here quickly, then we're going to get the blue crystals in the next sector, and then we'll come back for the derelict. Okay, let's make sure we get that. So once the mining pod has gone out to start fetching this, then we'll queue the other 2 mining tasks. There we go. I'll make sure that this is priority. What other recycler tasks can we do that are useful for us right now? We actually have enough to build another blue crystal, so we're going to do that. That'll give the rest of the crew something to work on while the mining is taking place, since we only have 1 pod. Scotty has a mining skill of 1, so I'm not sure how he's the one that ended up in the pod. It's kind of unfortunate. Maybe when he's done with this particular mine, we'll have him go back to base and then let somebody else start the mining, hopefully. Meki doesn't need to be on a rest schedule because he's no longer concussed. Let's fix that. Okay, he's going back to the ship, good. So hopefully somebody else will take the pod out who knows what they're doing a little more. There we go. I think it was because our person with the mining skill was already in the middle of a job, which was probably the task of navigating the ship when we first queued up the mining. Okay, we're still at 3 blue crystals, which is pretty good. We're okay to let our crew sleep in this sector. We're going to start working on another hull scrap, or another hull block, rather. See if we can afford 2 more hull blocks. We should think about building the item fabricator now that we've done the research. So we got tech block. We actually have enough infra blocks as well. So this is going to enable us to make guns for our crew, which is super important. Let's figure out what's the most efficient place that we can put this. I think it's gonna end up being here. I don't really like this location, but I think it's the best we can manage unless we do. This is also okay. Let's put it here. I'm trying to put it a little bit further away from the bathroom so I don't have quite as much discomfort. Although it probably doesn't make a difference because there's so much discomfort here. Doesn't really matter. At some point when our ship gets bigger, we got to try to expand and compartmentalize things a little bit more. Get all of our engineering stuff in one room, which isn't good. Okay, so we're actually ready to get underway now. Let's go get that blue crystal. I think we should be able to build like 1 assault rifle from this, and then if we can find more steel plates, then we can build another one. I guess we have industry prioritized over construction, which is a bit of a... Okay, we're not going to stick around through the solar flare just to get noble metals. We're going to pick up this 3rd blue crystal, then we're going to get out of here. If the solar flare hasn't already hit by the time we get that done. Okay. Let's warm up the hyperdrive while we're waiting for that mining pod to dock. And then here we go. We could actually get a shotgun if we wanted to. Do we have anybody that's like super accurate though? 71, 64, 56, 78. Now this guy has 71 and he has the Spacefarer trait, so he could actually be pretty good with a shotgun. And I think that would really help our damage overall. I think if we're going to only build one weapon, a shotgun might be a good choice for fighting aliens. Okay, so we got that going, and now we're waiting for the hyperdrive and the pod. And we're off. Okay, I'm gonna stop in the ice sector just so that we have enough time to finish producing the shotgun before we go check out more derelicts. So this will just buy us a little bit more industry time. Should be all we need. Okay, there we go. So we produced a shotgun. Gulliver's bringing it back to storage now, I think. And who is our guy? Gulliver is the guy who is going to be wielding it. Hasn't been brought to storage yet, so we're going to have to wait a minute. I don't know exactly where it ended up. Maybe it's there now. No. I think it's on the ground in front of the item fabricator, maybe. There it is. Okay. Gulliver, go grab a shotgun. Okay, and that also means we can equip somebody else with the pistol that Gulliver was using. So who's going to be our third weapon user? That's going to be Vaughn, right? Because he's got the high weapon skill. And Scotty is a better bait person because he's iron-willed. So he's not likely to panic if he gets wounded by aliens. So, sorry, Scotty, you drew the short straw. Okay, so these three are team, and then this guy's a team, and then let's make all four of them a team. There we go. Let's see if there's anything we want to queue in the recycler as we're getting ready to jump here. I'm going to make one electronics component, I think, and that'll also produce us another infra block. We could also think about making soft scrap as a saleable item. Let's make one more unit of soft scrap for that purpose. Okay, so we have two derelicts to check out. Well, I'm going to do this one first, I think, because I'm never going to remember otherwise, and then we'll do this one on the way down to the other sector. So we can't get overconfident because we have one shotgun now. We got to be very careful still. Hopefully this shotgun will make things go faster, but it's not a silver bullet. I mean, it could probably use silver bullets, but I don't think they're very effective against aliens. Yeah, we're gonna park right there. Okay, nothing so far. Let's have our guinea pig go explore. And nothing in this room. There's some food on the ground. That's good to see. So far, we don't see any threats whatsoever. Maybe we got lucky this time. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Let's walk all these guys up there. So I think it'll just make it a little bit faster. Beautiful. ACS Imperator is ours. Okay, we got 8 units of food, 3 corpses, a unit of fertilizer, which is super good, and some medical supplies. And plus, of course, all the scrap that we're going to pick up. Let's go ahead and start salvaging energy scrap and hull scrap. We have some options for things that we can sell to other ships. We're going to want to buy some more blue crystals if we can, probably, just to kind of stock up. And I also want to look for opportunities to buy steel plates, so we can manufacture more weapons. We actually got everything except for the scrap from on board here already. That's pretty good. I think I'm looking at the radiation, thermal radiation warning here. This is actually only 19 degrees, which is okay. The heat is actually coming in from this side of the ship, which is fine. There's nothing over there that's really heat sensitive. I'm gonna go ahead and build one more thermal regulator in this room, though, just for general purposes. It's nice for the crew to have real food. Look at that. Everybody's... Gulliver is actually still deficient, but everybody else is gaining back their nutrients. We can afford to spend a little time at this and accumulate some resources. Might be a point to start thinking about building a second shuttle. I mean, we don't have enough for 2 away teams, certainly, but it would be more efficient. With our salvaging would be way more efficient if people could go back and forth. Right now we're going to end up with idle crew members as soon as we run out of industry stuff to do, which is going to be soonish. We could queue a little more industry stuff. We're going to queue another hull block. 2 hull blocks. That'll keep our guys busy, and we have the energy, we can afford it. And I think we might actually build... Let's build some infra blocks as well. Or 1 infra block anyway. Yeah, the whole ship is starting to get a little warm. We should really put a thermal regulator down at this end. It'll help with everything across the board. I think this is an okay place for it. Is there still smoke in there? There is a little bit. It didn't all circulate to the other part of the ship. It'll happen over time. Oh, and we are still working the grow beds, which is good. We've used up half of the unit of fertilizer that we started with. We still have 1 more unit of fertilizer in inventory, so we're good for food for a while. Okay, we got the new thermal regulator online. It's a little chill. Watching our guys go to work. Just monitoring their health to make sure we don't have a repeat of the Scotty incident. Like he's taking a break. It's like, I'm gonna sit down in the kitchen. Never mind the fact that I'm a spacesuit. Okay, how much do we have left in this derelict? We can still get lots of scrap from it. We've only got 3 energium left, though, and we are in a radiation sector. I think we're probably... Are we better off moving on? We still have energy scrap, though. Here is the thing. We're going to expedite this tomorrow and try to get all of the salvage done quickly. Pretty soon we're going to have the X1 online, so energy is going to be less of an issue. How much is the solar panel again, also? It's 4, 1, and 2, and 1. So we are short 3 infra blocks. We have the energy block. We have the 2 tech blocks, and we have the hull block. So we built 3 more infra blocks. We could make another solar panel. We'd also, of course, have to expand our hull a little bit to make room. Okay, at the end of this day, regardless of whether we got everything or not, we're going to move on to the next sector. I think we got the most valuable stuff out of here. We don't quite have enough, unfortunately, for another blue crystal. It's unfortunate that they couldn't set up like a makeshift airlock amidships to make the transfers faster. This is a long way to travel all the way around. We're still getting a little bit of hull scrap. Thought we were done with that, but I guess not. Okay, we're gonna let the... We're not gonna actually rest here because we're in a radiation sector. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next area. Actually, the next area is another derelict, so we're going to jump into another sector and then rest, and then we're going to tackle the other derelicts. We could rest in here and maybe do the mining real quick. So the solar flare doesn't come back too soon. Oops. Might be in a slightly different schedule. No, they're all the same. Lots of stuff coming in here. Okay, we got the solar flare incoming. Time to bail. So we didn't get the mining, but at least our crew got a couple hours worth of sleep. So we'll be more prepared for the next derelict, which is this one. And here we're not going to have as much time to salvage, unfortunately, unless we find some blue crystals on board. But hey, I mean, we got a big pile of scrap to work with now, so that's good enough. I'm in a radiation sector, which I'm not super happy about either. Hi, buddy. The shotgun, super helpful. We see a big guy here. Do we see any more big guys, or just the one? Oh, it's dicey. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're gonna spread our guys out a little bit to make it easier to evade the big guy. I really would like to stand on that square. Can we stand on that square? Let's go to 1x in case somebody starts to get really hosed like last time. I think he's hitting Gulliver. We can have Gulliver... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Scotty, you're up. Gonna try to quickly get that door and then double back. Here we go. Go, Scotty, go! Nice work, Scott. Get another crew member. Nice. Hopefully they're good at construction. I just saw somebody coming through this door here. Thought I did anyway. Did I not? There he is. Okay, we see nothing in the engine room. See nothing over here. Oh, here's one guy. This way, bud. This way, fella. Being cautious just in case there are any more big guys on board that are lurking in the back room somewhere. If I had more weapons, I would be sending the rest of the crew on board now. Okay, we got some aliens in this room. We're not going to try to go for the new crew member yet. Gotta lure these guys out first and get rid of them. See him right in the doorway. Where'd he go? Spooky. Oh, he wandered off. I don't like that. Could be anywhere. That might be him. It's hard to tell. This is the point where I get sandwiched by bugs on both sides, and I get trapped. Let's lead him up this way, just in case. Okay, let's have all of our guys get oxygen, because we're low. How much does the shuttle have left? Let's check. 1,500 oxygen. I think that should be enough to complete this operation. I think at this point we can afford to have the rest of the crew start exploring. Okay, here's one more. This is probably the last guy. I did not mean for that guy to go by himself, but it's fine. There's nobody over there. Okay, so we're gonna get over here. Scotty is gonna go free the new guy. And start our shooting gallery in the meantime. Person was dead. New data log. Oh well. So much for that. Hopefully it wasn't Bryce. Run away. Don't shoot the data terminal. Okay, we got it. Aloma's shield is ours. Five blue crystals. Fantastic. Couldn't have asked for better. Let's expedite transfer of that. Okay, and we'll start working on the energy scrap as well. Okay, we need to do some logistics back on board our ship, so we're going to ease up on the expedited transfer now that we have the energy back safely on board our own ship. That was the big thing. We wanted to make sure we got those 5 crystals. And now we got some water to catch up on, which is fine. Got plenty of ice still. Depending what the next thing I want to build is, aside from more weapons, because we don't have the metal plates, maybe that's our answer. Maybe what we need is a metal refinery. Yeah, the metal refinery is going to be our next topic. So I'm actually moving that ahead of the X1. Because we can arm the rest of the crew, that would be a huge benefit. I mean, non-pistol armaments. Okay, we got everything into storage now. Let's expedite this again. And we're gonna get all the energy scrap and hull scrap. Soft scrap, and we'll pick up whatever else we salvage from that. Okay, and we can start some more hull scrap. We have, actually, let's do the energy first. Check the oxygen here. We still got 3,000 on the shuttle. Looking at the Gulliver. Gulliver still has vitamin deficiency anemia, which I don't like so much. I think I'm gonna start another fruit grow bed because of that. Excuse me. Okay, we're just about done with the sector. We're gonna go ahead and travel. I remember on the way back we need enough green crystals to traverse that entire sector and go back through the main area. So we might have to be a little conservative. This is a good mining sector for us. Lots of raw materials here that we can use. Okay, we're going to prioritize carbon. And we also need base metals, actually. We have 2 friendly ships coming in to trade with, which is super nice. We're going to be looking to trade this refined hyperfuel to the highest bidder, along with a couple hull blocks, and maybe a soft block. Solar flare, meteoroids, double rude. Okay, they're gonna be awake now. That's good. Let's get spacesuits on. Those vents, we're gonna cancel the mining until those showers done. And I think we're just gonna... Do we ride out the flare knowing that it might impact our grow beds? It's tough. I think we're gonna try to ride it out. We'll see. We'll try. You guys are not doing anything useful in your spacesuits on coffee break. You might as well be working. Okay, we got a fire on board. In the item fabricator, they'll get that taken care of. No big deal. We already have a damage control team standing by. Speed things up a little bit here. Okay, we're actually done with the first disaster at this point, so we can start our mining, and we can also open up all our vents, which I just did. We can think about trading with these guys. We have the Silver Griffin, 182 for hull blocks, and 527 for the refined fuel. This guy's giving us 675 for the refined fuel, which is pretty good. It's not the best price I've seen, but it's pretty good. This guy has steel plates on offer. We might buy a couple of those. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and buy three more steel plates, and we're gonna make weapons for the rest of the crew. That's gonna be a good deal for us, and we can afford to sell a couple units of biomatter, and maybe a soft block to round out our transaction here, and maybe some medical supplies. Which we still don't have the capability to use. And we could sell the units of space food. I have eating directly from storage turned off, which is why we still have that stuff. I think we can rescind the spacesuit restriction at least until the flare hits. Our energy level is low, which is where we want it to be. But we're going to resume our generator until the flare is actually there, so we don't run completely out of energy, because that would also be unhealthy for our grow beds. Let's see. We should think about who we're going to sell hull blocks to. So we have... This guy has no interest, so it's really this guy. We'll sell him 4 hull blocks. That'll give us some credits. Do we want to buy green crystals or blue crystals? Not especially good prices here. We should probably buy like one of each, though. We'll hold off on the blue crystals if we can. B92, I just want to make sure this guy wasn't... Oh, that was a mistake. The other guy has cheaper green crystals. Okay, here's the flare. Cut off. It's a little late, but we'll try to cut off the reactor. See if it helps. We're gonna close all our vents. Got a fire in the kitchen. We've lost power in the forward area. Let's see if we can relink our grid to work around that. I mean, everything's gonna be down during the actual flare anyway, so... I want to keep the temperature controlled in our grow beds area is the thing. Do we have the spacesuits on? We don't. Let's turn spacesuits on. We're going to turn the generator back on, because these guys are out of the link, the solar panels. This node's good. This node will be good. I think we should still be able to power the grow beds through the network the way it is now. We're going to pause the recycler until we get this all under control. Yeah, we see power coming back to most of the ship already. It's just not generating enough power to power everything immediately. Temperature in here is actually falling, but rising in here. So we could actually open this vent to equalize it a little bit. Okay, let's get this power node, this sort of vital power node, back online as quickly as we can here. Oh, there's another fire going on out there. We'll let them put that out first. That guy out of the mining plot is still mining, which is fine. Okay, we got all that under control. So we can open this vent. And we can open this and this. Temperature in here is getting pretty hot, so we're going to close this again. And let's micromanage to make sure somebody's on this critical power node. We're going to have Vaughn try to do it, even though he's not as good as Scotty, because Scotty's already working on another critical power node. Hey Zulu, how's it going? Yeah, it's important to have some gas money. I think this generator isn't enough to power the ship. That's the problem that we're having. We need both the generator and the panels to provide enough for everything. Okay, still monitoring the temperature in here. It's up to 29. It's actually colder in here and hotter in here, so we're going to open this door again. Okay, we're seeing power come back to here. Good. Perfect. Okay, everything's under control now. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. We were just doing some last-minute, well, somewhat last-minute Christmas shopping this weekend. Figuring out who we're going to get cards for and ordering stuff on Amazon for a couple people. And then my girlfriend also went out to a local market today and was picking up a couple things for specific people, like jars of jam and honey and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, we got some more blue crystal scrap available. We're behind on our water. I think we should increase our water production threshold now that we actually have a grow bed online. Let's make it like 6 instead of 3. Okay, got all our mining done. Is there anything else we want to trade with this guy before we leave the sector? The Lightning Blizzard. Great name for a merchant ship. We did pick up those metal panels, so let's go ahead and manufacture some guns. I think we're going to do 2 assault rifles, and then we'll see how much... I think we're going to be out of plastic after that, maybe. Oh, we got to turn off spacesuits. There we go. I think I want another thermal regulator in here. I guess we decided not to buy anything from that guy. We're okay sleeping here, though, because it's not a radiation sector. We've already weathered all the space hazards that this sector can throw at us. Silver Griffin has left the sector. Oh, I didn't realize they were still there. I thought they left already. Okay, we're ready to travel now. We're no longer gathering resources here. Let's see. Okay, so we're still a little light on green crystals. We have an outpost here. We actually have some stuff that we can trade now, potentially, so this is a good stop for us. And there's also a derelict ship here we can explore, so we can chill here for a while, and assuming we can actually clear this derelict, we can manufacture stuff here, and trade here, and chill for a little while we're salvaging, and make some good money. Let's cross our fingers that the derelict isn't... Now, we could do this industry real quick, but I want to see what the derelict is like first. Whether we can just clear it with what we have. Because that way we can take our time and do the industry when it's convenient. Okay. Okay, guinea pig. Nothing here. So far, so good. Okay, I think the ship is unoccupied. So we're going to speed things up a little. There we go. Perfect. Another freebie. We're looking out here. Okay, we've got 2 energy blocks. That's very nice. And an energy cell that we could potentially sell. As well as some corpses and things. Okay, so we're going to start scrapping. Meanwhile, we're going to trade with this mining station, the CB Benson. They have cheap blue crystals, which is something we really, really like to see. Unfortunately, they don't want a lot of the stuff that we have for sale. They pretty much don't want anything that we have. The only thing that we could maybe sell them is a couple of soft blocks. We'll sell them a couple soft blocks since we have more scrap on board. And we're going to buy a couple of blue crystals. And maybe some green crystals as well. Yeah, this is going to put us in good shape. And then we might think about... I'm going to save some credits for a rainy day, but we might think about... I was going to say buying a unit of plastic, but they don't have any. We could buy some more ice, but we don't actually have to right now. And once we get the energy cell on board, we'll see what these guys will pay for it. Maybe we'll get a good deal. Another civilian ship coming in the sector, that's pretty good. I might be able to sell them stuff. Let's get some more... I'm gonna wait till that energy scrap manufacturing is done. I'm gonna make some more hull blocks and some more soft blocks. We'll put 1 soft block in the queue. Okay, we're actually done with both of our weapon manufacturers here. We'll check in. Yeah, we have no plastic left, so we can't make a 3rd weapon. But we can arm all 3 of these guys, and then Scotty can actually have a pistol. So which one is the one that already has a shotgun? It's Gulliver, so Meki and Vaughn. And go get weapons. Oh, weapons are not in storage yet. Gotta wait on logistics. Okay, we have 1 of them there. Zakul. Sounds like a Protoss battle cry or something. We could actually sell the assault rifles, but we put a lot of effort into making those, and I think they're pretty useful to us, and I don't think we want to get rid of them. They're giving us a good price on space food, which is interesting. I think we're going to sell them a little bit of space food, which we're not really using anyway, because of the no storage eating restriction. Yeah, I think that's good. And we could conceivably get some raw chemicals or something from them, but we don't really have to. I think we're good just selling them stuff for money. And we can buy more crystals or something from the station. Okay, so Meki and Vaughn were the guys that needed weapons. Beautiful. We could actually think about selling a pistol now. Okay, so Scotty is now going to be a pistol wielder. And we'll have 1 pistol to spare. I think we'll hang on to the spare for now. Well, actually, let's see what prices we get for it. 219. 222. It's not terrible. Yeah, let's sell it. What the heck. Okay, so they're sending us... Oh no, that's our shuttle that just came back from a trade. Okay, we're actually done with energy scrapping here. Let's get some other stuff as well. And here we want to start manufacturing hull blocks more. And let's go ahead and manufacture another 3 soft blocks as well. We can start to go a little bit crazier with the manufacturing now because we have more energy available to us and more stuff that we can sell. Let's go ahead and recycle more infra blocks as well. Probably gonna want to buy more blue crystals from them still. Let's buy like 4 more. Yeah, we can afford it. It's a good deal. Neither of these guys are giving us an especially good price on the energy cell. Do these guys have any energy blocks or tech blocks that we need? I didn't check for that. These guys have 4 energy blocks and 4 tech blocks. These guys have neither. Oh no, they have 3 energy blocks. So we're better off buying from the station anyway. I think I want to bring a second pod online. I think we can afford to do that now. Looking at the... Wondering whether I should... Now that we have weapons for our entire crew, I'm wondering whether we should cancel or move the metal refinery back down the list and focus more on the power generator. I think that's a good idea. So we'll keep on working on the metal refinery later. We're going to focus on the generator and get our energy efficiency up to snuff. Civilians are calling us. What are they going to ask us for, do you think? Is it going to be chemicals? I think it's going to be chemicals or maybe carbon. We'll see. Carbon, 3 carbon for 222 credits. It's going to be a while still since we have a before we have a chemical refinery, so I think it makes sense. Yeah, they didn't ask where is Bryce, sadly. So I think it makes sense for us to sell that to them. Because we don't have any use for that excess carbon right now. What's our fertilizer situation like? We got 1 unit of fertilizer. We actually have a surplus vegetable unit, which I like to see. I think this 5-unit grow bed is just about enough to feed a crew this size. Assuming we don't have any interruptions in our production. We have 1... actually, we are using all 5 beds now. Okay, so thinking about getting a second pod online, where would we put that? I think it's going to be here, next to the first one. It's going to make our mining faster. We have to get out of the sector in a hurry. But we should actually be doing... This isn't going to work for us immediately because we have to move that thermal regulator. What we should actually be doing is thinking about how to split up our industry into multiple rooms here. Now that we have the hull blocks and stuff to actually be able to do that. We have plenty of mass to work with in terms of expanding our ship's footprint here. I think this is mostly going to be solar panels in this aft area here. Could potentially move some of the industry back there, I guess. But I really want this to be like a power section, I think. I think we're gonna expand like this. And then we're gonna move the thermal regulator somewhere, I don't know where yet. And then we're gonna see what we can do over here. Yeah, of course that was gonna be in the way. We could put a door here. I'm gonna break this wall temporarily until we get this construction figured out. We're gonna regret that the next time we get hit by a meteoroid shower. But, we're still salvaging and stuff, we got time. Since we're going back through an empty sector, I'm gonna buy 1 more green crystal here as well. On you slackers. Normally I like to give them a full night's rest, but in this case they were already fully rested. And they were just lying there for another hour. Which, you know, I can relate to on the one hand, but on the other hand, it's not the most efficient for a ship's overall functioning. Let's see. This is going to be off the grid if we move it. We're going to have to introduce another power node, which is unfortunate because you don't have that many energy blocks, but we could buy one or two more from the station also. I want to get main power nodes into this section because this is going to be our industry section. I also want to get rid of this monstrosity at some point, and let's actually, I'm going to build a little bit more hull here. I want to move this to the aft section, and then we'll have this whole area for industry, and we can rearrange it however we want. I think that's going to be pretty good. So that's enough for another drive. We might need to produce some more hull blocks, let's see. We still have some in the queue already. These guys... Oh, there's another ship coming in. Zakula's left tower. Hopefully this other ship will want to buy some stuff from us. I should put a door in here. So keep the hyperdrives isolated from this power node. Okay, so we don't actually need to build a new hyperdrive, we just need to move the one that we already have once that whole construction is done, which it's not quite done yet. Silver Griffin, didn't we trade with them before? I think we did. Yeah, they don't really have anything new to offer us. We could buy tech box from them if we wanted to, but we really don't want to. We're still salvaging here? Yeah, we are. Okay, perfect. We move that back. Let's move this guy back here. High priority construction. High priority construction is a difficult concept. Oh, two of our guys are working on the derelict still. That's fine. I mean, that's as fast as we can do it anyway. Let's have you continue to work on this instead of researching. Okay, and then construction falls to Scotty. Perfect. We need Hyperion before we can actually launch. Let's make sure that gets done. There we go. We could think about moving this one down as well, but I don't think we need to do that yet. I don't need this room for anything in particular right now. I really just wanted to free up this space. So, looking at our power grid layout here. So this covers that whole area. Where's the edge of the zone? It's only 1 square away from that. So it doesn't really matter if we have coverage wider than this area. So we could actually have some kind of overlap in our power grid here. I think I want to have coverage all the way out to the edge in case we want to build there. I'm going to build this here. I'm going to move the recycler there. Once we're done, we have nothing in there except for infra scrap right now, which I don't really care about. So we're going to go ahead and cancel all this stuff and then move this over here. I think, what else can we put in this room? We should put a gas scrubber in there, probably. We should have 2 of them, right? There's one of them. Yeah, we'll put this gas scrubber in here. And then... I'm going to put another mining pod here, but we'll build that after we finish rearranging other stuff. I think we want to put the tool facility in with the recycler and this stuff. There we go. So we got a nice little machine shop there. Is there anything else we want to put in there? Item fabricator is one that we're not going to use frequently once we kind of get established. So we could think about moving that there as well. It kind of doesn't work out evenly in terms of spacing. This is going to block. It's not going to work. I think this is fine. I think this room is good the way we have it. So that's going to be a room. This could be a double door, but I don't think it has to be. Let's actually take the door from here and move it over. Do we need to buy anything else, or do we need to salvage anything? We're still salvaging it for scrap, so we can do that while we're doing the construction here. We've got plenty of energy and stuff. I think I'm going to build another solar panel, and I might think about buying some more energy blocks. Can we sell soft scrap or anything to this guy? Not really. Yeah, these guys don't want anything. They're like, we're self-sufficient, yada yada yada. They just want to sell us things. Okay, so this wall section is going to go away. These sections are going to go away. I don't want to break this link yet, but I want to move that soon. I think this is going to go right outside the pod base here. Wonder whether I should move this inward a space. That's alright. Actually, this isn't going to work because I have to put a wall. Yeah, this is going to be over one. Somehow I got to move the shuttle eventually. But we're not quite there yet. That's going to be dismantled. We're going to put another pod there. This could potentially go in the room with the recycler. There is a little bit of extra wiggle room here. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's just delete that and build a proper wall regulator. Pirates incoming. Let's make sure we're ready to leave. I think we should have everything connected. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we have the option to check out this derelicts, and I think it makes sense for us to do that. We can finish this construction when we get back. There's nothing critical in that stuff that we're moving around here. And we did pick up all of our new weapons, right? We did. We're gonna have our guinea pig go while those guys are shooting. I think this exploring with one person approach is a good way to minimize the overall risk to the crew, even if it's not necessarily the most time efficient. He can contribute as well. Just sit there and shoot at the guy as he's walking towards us. Beautiful. The aliens are no match for us now. At least not these aliens. Solar flare, that's rude. We're gonna want to get back to our ship soonish, but I think we can afford to finish exploring. Let's grab oxygen real quick, and then we'll take the whole crew over. So we can get this done a little more quickly, now that we've cleared out most of them, I think. Aha, we got him in a crossfire. Alright, we did it. Okay, so we're going to undraft all these guys. We're going to expedite transfer all these items, and we're going to undraft... No, we're going to leave the shuttle drafted for a minute until we gathered all the items. Because I want all 4 of these guys to work on it. Although Scotty's just idle because he's not allowed to work on the derelict technically. But I don't want to make multiple shuttle trips here. I want them all to go at once. So... I think we're going to go ahead and... That should be good. Let's get Meki back to the ship now. I'm going to turn off the expedite. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that we have a bunch of compartments that are open because of the construction we're doing. Let's get Scotty to finish this door. I think that'll... Come on, Scotty. I think that'll help us significantly. Here we go. We can get this new power node linked into the grid here. Do we need this extra node here? We could just use the wall node. I think we're just going to use the wall node here. Oh, there's a mining thing here I didn't even notice. Okay, here comes the flare. Doors closed. Everybody working. Spacesuits on. Oh no, we got it in the room next to the grow beds. That's not good. Okay, let's try to prioritize saving the grow beds. Actually, the fire went out already, so that's okay. Temperature in here is still quite hot, though. We can turn this back on. Actually, we never turned it off, apparently. We did lose power to our solar stuff, though. We're going to open this, open this, open this. Where's the shuttle going? Oh, the mining pod is going out. I guess that's okay. You need this power node fixed pronto. We can fix that node first, it's fine. Oh, I think this one is more vital, honestly. But that one's also important. I think all our grow beds died. Yeah, everything died. Crap. Oh well. This needs to be fixed. That is already queued to be fixed. Let's get this one done because we can't get out of the sector we need to until this one gets repaired. Okay, and I think we can open all of our vents. I'm going to leave the crew quarters closed for now. We can turn off this spacesuit restriction as the smoke starts to clear out. It can go back to normal. This node is a problem. That covers the grow bed and the regulators. I think we should have another backup node for that on the inside of this room with the regulator. Or at least another one that's in range. Doesn't have to be in that room. This could be okay. Yeah, let's do another one there. Here we go. Here, I'm gonna open up the crew quarters again. This has poor ventilation because it's only 1 square wide. That's okay, because there's nothing back there, really, except for the hyperdrives. Let's see, do I want to move this? This doesn't quite cover enough space. I want to move it onto that square once that construction is done. Here we go. Okay, so this guy is going to move here. Then we have another room here to play with. It's a little bit small for Shuttley, unfortunately. See if we can... Okay, good. We cut this little guy out of the loop here. Well, at least now we have kind of multiple redundant connections going different ways. We still need another large power node over here to connect this stuff over to here without going through the generator. We'll see about that when we remodel this side of the ship, I think. Okay, so we got this. Let's get our second pod bay online. And let's also start recycling some more blocks here. Starting with energy, and then hull blocks. Okay, and we're still salvaging as well. What do we need here? We kind of don't really need anything except for energy and hull scrap, I think. We're about to use up a bunch of hull scrap, so we'll get more of that. We also need a little bit of infra here. We almost got enough for the X1. But we don't have enough tech blocks for both the X1 and the energy refinery. And we don't have any energy rods, so we need both. Yeah, so this is going to be a redundant node that's... this is going to be a one-way link that just goes to provide life support for the grow beds. Should be good. Okay, and the crew's sleeping, which is good because everybody's tired and nutrient deficient again. Hey, there's Akula's back to visit us again. They're giving us a good price on this new hyperfuel unit that we found. That's pretty good. We could buy some more energy blocks from them. They don't have tech blocks, sadly. They do have a unit of plastic, which means we could build a rifle or a shotgun for our last guy if we wanted to. Is that worth it? It's going to cost us most of our money. Or half of our money, anyway. Actually, it's only... We already have the unit of metal plating, so it's really just the plastic we have to buy. I think it's worth it. And we're good on blue crystals for now. I was hoping these guys would have deck blocks, but they don't. Somehow I have to expand this section enough that I can fit an X1 generator in here somewhere. I think it's going to end up here next to the battery and stuff. And I'll probably hook it directly to the hyperdrive and let it trickle through the solar panels and everything. Probably not going to give them whatever it is that they're asking for, but we'll see. No, that's not a good price for carbon. Definitely not. Okay, we got an infra block available, so we just need to make one more hull block to get our second pod finished. Plus then we'll need electronics components and whatever. Okay, we got the S1 done. So now we just need to wait for the energy refinery and then pick up a couple more tech blocks. Okay, so the X1 generator... where is it? Power. 4 tech blocks, 1 energy block, 4 infra blocks. So we have enough for this, but that would use up all of our tech blocks. Let's see how much the energy refinery takes up. I think it's like 2 or 3. Still scrapping. Got a lot of work going on board the ship here. Just taking us a while. And we have the time. We should probably get another solar panel in play, I think. Actually, we're waiting on hull blocks, so maybe building hull is not the best idea. Try to get this pod bay done. Do one project at a time here. Two Merchant Federation ships coming in. I don't know if we've traded with either of these guys before, so we might be able to make some good deals. Certainly have a bunch of soft blocks that we could afford to sell. Okay, so we have the Silver Griffin. Oh, we did trade with both of these guys before, I think. So we're not selling the plastics. Speaking of not selling the plastics, let's manufacture our last weapon here. I think it's going to be... I think 1 shotgun is enough for our group. I think everybody else should have assault rifles. Shotgun is like the emergency close quarters backup weapon. What was I specifically looking for here? Tech blocks. These guys have 2. We'll take those. And we were looking to maybe sell them stuff. These guys are giving us 105. So we could sell these guys like 1 soft block if we wanted to. It's not the best price. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, here's our second pod coming online once we have the craft built. Okay, and now let's expand our solar panels like I was talking about a minute ago. Yeah, this should be fine. And we need more infra blocks for that. Let's set a rule for infra blocks. We have less than 2. Hull blocks that we have less than 1. Soft blocks that we have less than 1. And these guys that we have less than 1. Still salvaging. Almost done. Okay, we're done with energy scrap. We got a little tiny more hull scrap to grab. Now we're done with that as well. So we're ready to move on to the next sector here. Okay, here's another derelict that we can check out. Let's see if our 4th weapon is ready yet. If not, we can still send the 4 guys over with the 3 weapons. Do we have an assault rifle here? We do. Okay, so Team 2, you guys are all going to go here. Now, our guys are a little bit tired, so we got to be mindful of that. We might actually... Let's actually have everybody rest for just like an hour. Maybe 2. Well, Scotty's picking up his new firearm here. Here we go. This will make me feel better about the whole business, considering what happened before. So we're just letting our yellow bar recuperate a little bit on all these guys, because it was getting toward the end of their workday when we jumped here. Don't want to spend too long at this because the aliens are going to hatch more eggs and stuff. I think that should be good enough. Okay, we're in a nest. Okay, thank goodness for guns. This is too much. We're gonna go. We're not ready for a ship this size yet. Okay. Knowing when to quit when we're ahead, super important. He was trying to follow our shuttle back. It'd be terrifying if they could actually do that. Guys are like, time to go to bed. We're gonna have nightmares. We've seen some stuff. We're about halfway out of ice. We should keep an eye out for more ice. And we're also about to run out of fertilizer for our grow beds, which is super unfortunate. So our crew is getting used to having food again, finally. Mostly, anyway. Still don't have any meat. Definitely nothing wrong with tactical retreat. Yeah, we learned that the hard way. Okay. What do we got here? I think we're finished with this sector. So let's wind our way back. Oh, pirates. Excuse me, pirates. Just counting which is a fewer number of jumps. I think we want to go this way. So we could, if we wanted to, go back to this outpost. I think I do kind of want to go that way because I want to clear this side of the sector. Drop here for a minute. We'll let our crew finish resting and so forth, and we can finish the construction of our 3rd solar panel. Cirillo. You're not giving us great prices on energy cells. We could sell you a couple soft blocks. You really don't want anything else from us. You have tech blocks, which is interesting. It'd be nice if we knew how much we need for the energy refinery, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's buy 2 more for now. I have a feeling we have some more that are tied up in logistics, like we should have... Didn't we buy another couple? Thought we did. We also have enough for another blue crystal, so let's start that. We could think about shields soonish, but I think we want the better generator first. Let's go ahead and get our spacesuits on. I'm gonna close this. And, yeah, close all that. Delivers on the case. It's nice that we have this isolated little room, so micro breaches don't affect us as much. Speaking of which, though, we should demolish that when we get the chance. Gotta figure out what to do with this room. I think this could be another industry room with some, like the water purifier, the item fabricator, and maybe an oxygen generator or something. What do we have in this? We have one whole steel plate. That should be fine. We're gonna go ahead and move this here. As time permits, anyway. I'm gonna turn off logistics to this, and then I want to produce 5... I'm going to use up all the water units that are in here, so I want to produce 9 water units. The shuttle bay could end up being over here. I think that would be a good idea. I think once we move this thing towards the aft section, then this would be a good spot for the shuttle bay. We're actually done with the meteorites. So let's adjust our ship settings accordingly. There we go. And we're done our trading with the Cerillo, so we should really move on. No path found. How did you not find a path? It's right there. Weird. I guess it was because somebody else was in the way, maybe. Okay, so we're just going to explore around through this side. Ooh, blue crystals. And now we can put our second new pod to work. Meteoroids are super rude, especially when we have 2 pods out. And they're already putting holes in our hull. Spacesuit's on. Let's bring this one back. I still want to get the blue crystals. Which he's almost done with anyway. There we go. So he's returning home. You're repairing the water purifier. Maybe repair the everything first. Actually, maybe let's get a spacesuit first. Good work, Scotty. Alright. Okay, we got that fixed. Let's try to fix this power node when we can. Vaughn has a problem here. There's no... Vaughn, you need to get a spacesuit, buddy. Okay, he figured it out. Or not. There we go. Meteoroid time, it's not break time. Let's definitely fix this. We're gonna have Juan do it because he's right there. And Scotty's already working on a power node, or a battery. Good. And let's try to get navigation fixed quickly. In case we need to make a hasty retreat. Equalizing the temperature between this very cold area and this pretty warm area. Should be good. Clover's already on the case. Okay, we're done, and just in time for the cruise coffee break. How about that, guys? Alright, we're going to wrap up the current recording session for the YouTube video there. So folks on Twitch, hang out for a minute. Folks on YouTube, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And hopefully I will see you next time. If it's your first time checking it out and you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And I will see you then.